See it. And we're live. Happy New Year, everybody, or at least people in the Eastern time zone and east of that. I know we got a lot of folks out on the West Coast, Central Time, Mountain Time, maybe farther west, Alaska, Hawaii, parts unknown. Well, Happy New Year. Thank you all for joining me. Let's see, we got about 15 folks in right now. That's awesome. Let's see who's here in the live chat. We've got Encore's Arcade, Jumping General channel member, Juno Blaze channel member, Junger Dynamiker channel member, Random Billy Bob. All right, what's going on? Yeah, Central European time. That's where Dynamiker is. Venjax, I think, is on Central time. Says it's still yesterday out there. Ralphie Duran checking in. My moderator and executive producer, Sean Cruikshank, in the house checking in. Still 2024 out on the West Coast. You know, everyone says California is the future, but you guys are last year's news. I don't know what's going on. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you had a great year. We got a fun show, fun live stream for you planned this evening. And this is not the normal time. I'm usually not live streaming after midnight on a Wednesday. But this is the grand finale, part 12 of the 12 Days of Arcademas. This is something I've done now for the past 3 years. I do a new piece of content every day for 12 straight days. We started on the 21st with a live stream. We're ending on the 1st with a live stream. We did videos, we did shorts, we did other live streams as well. Technically, I did 13 pieces of content if you count the monthly members only live stream we did the other night. Yeah, Happy New Year. Brad Ellison checking in, Central Time Zone, South Dakota. Anthony Presley just picked up 5 more arcade games today. That's awesome. You're going to have to let us know what they are, Anthony. Congratulations. Yeah, Venjax wants me to stream every day. I don't know if I'm going to do every day. I want to do like a weekly live stream. Stringer Films checking in right out of the gate with a $200 million super chat donation, or $2 million super chat donation. Matt says, just got off my second 12-hour day. Thanks, Jimmy C. I'm guessing that's your boss. Sorry to hear that, Matt. Thanks for checking in, buddy. Ooh, it's got your little picture there, too. Isn't that cool? We got, I think that's a new thing that StreamYard just added. We can see your avatar there. Levi Patterson checking in. I guess, oh, Levi's DJing. That's awesome. Happy New Year, Levi. And Dynamiker just finished his Crisis Zone, which is awesome. We also have something new that, Jimmy Carter. Oh, okay, you're covering, okay. I think Stringer works in the television industry, and I guess he's probably covering something related to the passing of former President Jimmy Carter. And something new, and we're already off, and Matt got us started. Google and YouTube, Alphabet. YouTube is constantly pushing new features. Live stream we did, this is the 4th live stream I've done in the past 2 weeks. We did a vertical live stream, which I don't think people quite liked. I did a couple of live streams out in the garage, one of which was on Ethernet. I ran a 50-foot Ethernet cable from my kitchen to my garage for the members only live stream. What was I even saying? Oh, so, and like YouTube is pushing all these things, right? It's like a vertical live stream is something they want me to try. They're constantly pushing shorts, which we'll talk a little bit more about shorts a little bit later. One thing they're also pushing is this new thing called goals. So you guys are always awesome and so generous with super chat donations. YouTube is like making us create goals now. So I created a goal. And I can, make whatever kind of stuff I want. But I set a goal for if we get 10 super chats tonight, I'll do another live stream next week. I have an idea for something we could do next week. So we've already got 1 down, 9 to go. So if we hit 10 10 super chats by the 2-hour mark, and that's probably the max, and I'm going to go tonight. We'll do another live stream next week. Let's see. So the 5 games that Anthony got they're all complete projects: 2 Centipedes, a Pac-Man, a Galaga, and a Tutankhamun. That Tutankhamun is very cool. James Rain, channel member, checking in, new channel member, says it's still 2024 in his part of Kentucky. I think you and Venjax, I think, are in the same. I think you guys are both in Kentucky. Stringer wants to see some diagonal live streams. See, what the funny thing is, if you do that with your phone, like we can do like here. Let me try something real quick. We can do a diagonal live stream like this. Whoa! But if I do it on my phone, the problem is the phone is smart enough where if I rotate the phone, the image stabilization like doesn't rotate the image, which gets really strange. Oh, Memphis, yeah. So Tennessee. I was just out in the Clarksville area, west of Nashville. Let's see. Yeah, and so I got Sean. So even though Sean should be spending time with friends and family on New Year's Eve, especially because it's before midnight in his area, he's in my ear as my executive producer. So if I miss anything in the live chat, or if I need to drop the band hammer on somebody for acting up, he can take care of that, and really appreciate that. So we got a lot of stuff we can do tonight. We can play some games. I have a whole bunch of stuff prepared. We can talk about basically year in review, everything I did this past year in the hobby, which is a ton of stuff. Most of which was on camera, but not everything. We can go through metrics for the channel, how the channel grew this year. Just blew me away. It's just incredible. And also for anyone that is a content creator or a YouTuber, I can share some of my metrics that maybe you can understand, how that, compares to yours. And maybe that can provide you some, ideas for things that you might want to do. And I've also got everything sort of year ahead, the projects that are coming up, pickups that are coming up, what I'm going to be working on. But we got a lot of stuff going on. Let's see, we're up to 25 folks now. Happy New Year's, everybody. Yeah, we're doing well here. All right, let's see. But since it's past midnight, why don't we crack open our first adult beverage of the new year? I don't always drink on camera, but I feel like when we're celebrating something here, we'll crack open. This is a Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing IPA. So here we go. Cheers to you all. Happy New Year. And to your health. So that was actually a beer that my company sent me. So my company that I work for, awesome company. I love it so much. I've never worked with and for better people. Just a really awesome group. And so we do have some locations. We've got offices kind of, so I'm in Northern Virginia. We've got a DC area office. We've got a New York City area office, and we've got an Arizona, like Phoenix area office. And then we have folks spread all across the country, like 30 different states. I usually don't talk about work. The only reason I bring it up is we did like an end of the year all hands. And so like most of our people work from home, remote, all in the US, but all over the country. And we did a end of the year sort of, all hands thing. And then for anyone who wanted it, and for anyone that lived in a state where it was legal, we sent them all adult beverages so we could do like a group, cheers, happy hour kind of thing. And so I got a 6-pack of this Hazy Little Thing IPA and a 6-pack of Heineken for some reason. But it got delivered to me like it was late, and I had to sign for it. It came to me during that Zoom meeting. Apparently Zoner is checking in and he is loaded. So I don't know what we can expect from him. Have your trigger finger ready on the band hammer, Sean, if he acts up. So let's see. So yeah. So we got lots of games we can play down here. Let me take a quick scan. We've got Do Run Run in the converted Dig Dug cocktail. We have our Deco Burger Time with a BitKit 2. I'll run through that game list in a second. We've got Joust that had to be rebooted because it was making funny noises. We've got Robotron. We've got Donkey Kong 3 in the Donkey Kong Jr. cocktail. We've got Pango, Carnival, Frogger. Tempest is down, I'm afraid. Tempest is still down. We've got, and I can actually switch so you guys can see this. Oh, Here we've got Donkey Kong, Irish Kangaroo, Time Pilot, Vanguard, Star Trek The Next Generation pin, the Munsters pin, and just the left off camera there, we have Centipede. We've got NBA Jam, which nobody ever wants to see NBA Jam on a live stream. I don't know why. And my kids haven't been showing an interest in that lately, so that might mean something for the future of NBA Jam. And my Asteroids Cabaret is also unfortunately down. So as a sneak preview of what we're going to be talking about in a little bit, I'll be working on getting the Asteroids and Tempest up and running. The play choice is technically down. There's nothing wrong with it. I still have that monitor, the lower, it's a dual monitor version. I still have the lower monitor out in the garage. I still have, Peter sent me a few more things he wants me to test with the new sample reproduction flyback. There was a couple things that I wanted to do to get ready that I just ran out of time. One of them was to swap the other flyback in and stick it in this. So we don't have the Play Choice 10 to play. And yeah, I got caught stuck watching the Penn State Boise State game, which was a lot of fun. So the games that we can play in the BitKit 2 are Abscam, Amadar, Anteater, Burger Time, of course, Crazy Kong, Crush Roller, Dig Dug, Disco Number One, Eek, Egor, Eyes, Frogger, we already have Frogger, Junior Pac-Man, Ladybug, Lock and Chase, Mr. TNT, Ms. Pac, and I just finished my Ms. Pac, Nibbler, which is kind of glitching out, Pac and Pal, Pac-Man, Chomp Chomp, Pac-Man Plus, Pango, which we have a dedicated Pango right over here, Piranha, Rootin' Tootin', Super Pack, Tower of Jiraga, which is a cool game, Titan, Triple Punch Turtles, Up and Down, and then Alpine Ski, Galaga, Galaxian, King and Balloon. I think Kazelis just restored a King and Balloon. That was a cool video. Mappy, Moon Cresta, Space Cruiser, The End, Uniwar S, and Water Ski. So look at that. Okay, hang on. You're supposed to keep me up to date on what's going on here, Sean. Double Down checking in, saying Happy New Year. Dynamiker says all these classic machines would cost a fortune here in Europe. They do cost quite a bit here. Yeah, I went through my data, and I'm still averaging. So I have, let's see, I have one pending pickup. I know. I have one pending pickup. Let's see, which we won't talk about yet. It's a Nintendo cabinet, and it's not the Nintendo cabinet you guys can see in the background of the garage. It's a Nintendo cabinet that is not yet in my possession, but that will be game number 63. Now, I've gotten rid of some games, but that's to say I have owned or will soon own 63 different games, cabinets, whatever. And the total average cost across all of them has been $184, which I think is really, really good. And a lot of that is like, one, a big thing I chalk that up to is the fact that I really only go after derelict projects. So the games that are falling apart, missing everything, that's my sweet spot. Now, I won't turn down a incredible deal on even a completely working game, because even completely working games sometimes need a little bit of refurbishment. But yeah, and I did release a video earlier this year, revealing all of my secrets on how I find great deals. But holy cow, Venjax wants Punch Out or Riot. What's Riot? I do have Punch Out for the Play Choice 10, but it's not working. Stringer Films with another $2 million super chat donation. He wants to see NBA Jam, so we'll do that. Let's see, what else am I seeing? Anthony Presley asks, one question I have is, do you see yourself doing pinball repairs in the future? Maybe. I think the heat just came on. It's louder than I expect. Either that or a plane's about to crash in my house. The Star Trek The Next Generation could probably use some maintenance. It could probably use a cleaning and like cleaning the play field. So we might do maybe, but it's fine, right? I don't know. Stephen Waller checking in. Happy New Year. Anteater dedicated cab. It's funny you say that, Venjax, because last night, my best friend from college FaceTimed me around this time, drunk. He was very drunk. FaceTimed me unprompted from the new Barcade location in Center City, Philly. And they had an Anteater there. And it was the same anteater that used to be in their, I think, Chelsea, Manhattan location, but is now in Philly. Just catching up here. Oh, Star Wars 1-Up. Yeah, I do have a Star Wars 1-Up. We're not going to play that. Iceman69 checking in, saying Happy New Year. Brad Aleeson, new to your channel. I just finished restoring a Kung Fu Master. That's very cool to go with Karate Champ. Now you got to find a Yar Kung Fu. I think I have a Yar Kung Fu marquee. Stringer wants to see Lizard Wizard. I think isn't that supported by the BitKit? Let's see. Yeah, Lizard Wizard is supported by the BitKit, but it's an 8-way game, and I only have a 4-way joystick, so I don't have Lizard Wizard loaded up. Zoner's starting to act out. Arcade Fan 1980 VR. Hey guys. Okay, and then we got Billy Bob. Billy Bob, you got to pick a game, but we're going to go back to Matt, who wants us to play some NBA Jam. So that will get us started. So let me switch over to this. Grab some quarters, and we'll see how this goes. Hi, everybody. Get the camera set up. And let's see. All right. Okay, let me see. How's this looking? Gotta go a little bit higher. And maybe a little bit higher. What's funny is I use my phone as the second camera, except it doesn't give me the viewfinder thing, so I can't tell how we're doing. But let's coin up. Oh, it's on free play. What am I doing? Huh. All right. Sure, we can enter our initials. All right. Uh-oh, I'm going to dox myself. All right. Sean, we can see things, right? And let's see. If we're going with my team, it would be the Celtics. But because Matt donated, we'll go with the Atlanta Hawks. His stringer is from Atlanta. And I know Dominique Wilkins, but who am I even playing as? Oh, I didn't do any of this. Okay, all right. There's a code for big head mode. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. And I think I got the big guy here. There we go. Muggsy Bogues. Oh, shoot. Oh, they blew me up. What team is Muggsy Bogues on? Oh, man. Oh, darn. Okay, well, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Oh, and they got the 3. It's rubber banding. Okay. Okay. There we go. Doing all right. Oh, no. Goaltending.
1 minute to go.
Zoner wants me to play as Bo Jackson. Is there code for that? I don't think there is. There we go. My CPU teammate's on fire. Ugh. Boom, shaka laka. Hopefully you guys can hear all the awesome sound effects. Oh, good, good, good. All right. Oh, that's a foul. That's an and one right there. Oh, man, it was in the dunk animation. Oh, should we keep going? Should we keep going? Should we keep going? Yeah, let's go. Let's do at least a half. I don't like that. Are people enjoying this? Oh. Uh-oh. So rubber banding for the Mavericks. All right. Billy Bob wants Robotron. Oh, that was a good pass. Okay. Now they're playing defense, and we're playing defense before. Oh, not good. I'm choking. Corner up. No defense. No defense. Corner three. That's good. All right. You guys know that reference, right? Corner three. Corner three is from Double Dribble. So Double Dribble on the NES. If you went in the top corner there, you had 99% chance of making a three-pointer. Oh man, I got knocked down twice.
1 minute to go.
Oh yeah. Oh no. All right, let's go for another corner three. Oh! Oh, wide open. Yeah. We might play a full game here. And I'm sorry, guys. All right. All right. How we doing? Look at these graphics. Altitude with an attitude. Overtime. Boom. Look at us. We're playing 90s games. That never happens on this channel. Oh, wrong button. Oh, what a brick. Ah, no defense by my teammate. What in the world? How did he miss that? It's the rubber banding. Wide open three. There we go. There we go. Dominique. What are you going to do with it, Dom? Yeah! That's it. Yeah, let it in. Yep. Yep, that was the only thing I could do there. Oh! What is that? Don't like that. Let's see. Get it. Get it. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Nice. Those rewind ROMs have Jordan on them, right? Ah, don't like it. Don't like it. My kids hate this game because of the rubber banding. That's a long two-pointer. There we go. Right? Do they have the Jordan ROMs? Okay, 8 seconds. Yeah! There we go. Okay, tighter than I thought it would be. Tighter than I thought. All right. Thank you again, Matt, for your donation. Really appreciate it. Multiple donations. There we go. Yeah. 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 There we go. There we go. There we go. Nope. I don't know if I can force him to take 2 pointers. Oh my gosh. Wide open 3. Doesn't get it. And no defense by my teammate. Classic. Classic. Oh my gosh. Mosaic, I hope I'm not causing any marital problems there. It would suck without rubber. Well, I mean, it should like. There we go. It should. I get how rubber banding makes sense and like, like not after the first like. But I guess the logic is like Mortal Kombat, right? They let you win the first quarter. Just like they let you win your first match in Mortal Kombat, but not. Get in. Yes, that's game. Oh, maybe not. No good. We win. Look at that. Atlanta Hawks. Holy smokes. Look at that. Let's see. 36 points. I mean, Dominic, usually your CPU teammate is not giving you much. So we got 17 points from Dominic Wilkins. Usolino, not doing. Okay. Game over. All right. Final score. All right. What do you think? NBA Jam, should it stay or should it go? All right. Let's see. What did I miss? Thank you again, Matt, for the super chat. Random Billy Bob with a $5 million super chat donation. He wants to see. I know. He wants to see Robotron, I think. So that's queued up next. We'll play that next. A lot of other things. I think we'll. I can play other things too, like King and Balloon and stuff. But I'm going to give precedence for people making super chat donations. Necros is here. What's going on? Weez 34. How we doing, guys? Iceman. And Russell Gibson, what's going on? Operation Restore, holla at your boy. Okay. And DJ Three Stripes, what's happening? And Mosaic with a $5 million super chat donation. You got to pick a game too, Mosaic. Yep. But we'll go back to, where are we? All the way back up here. Random Pixelated Billy Bob super chat. And he wants Robotron. So we'll play Robotron. Thanks. Yeah, this is my Delusionals arcade hat. I bought this because Dell uses the same merchandise shop that I use, and I wanted to see what how the hats were, so I bought one of his because I'm not going to wear my own. I mean, I am wearing my own T-shirt. And oh, by the way, there's still a couple of mere minutes left to get your limited edition All I Want for Christmas is Arcade Parts holiday T-shirt. After this live stream, I'm going to take that off the store, and you'll never see it again ever. We'll do a different limited design next year. So if you want this T-shirt forever, now and forever, you got to buy it tonight. You got to buy it before the live stream's over. All right. Let's go play some Robotron. Boom, boom, boom. We'll move the camera again. Thank you again, Matt, for the super chat, and also for Billy Bob for donating to play Robotron. Moving the camera. Coming over here. And we will play some Robotron 2084, which, depending on when you ask, I will often say that it is my favorite game of all time. Turn off the light. I'm not going to play with my feet. I did do cross-handed, so rather than playing like normal, I switched my hands up. We did that in a members-only live stream. I'm never going to do that again. That was a nightmare. All right. I was teaching my 5-year-old how to play Robotron, and he actually did pretty good. We went to last year. Is he? Yeah, he's. So when he was 4, we went to. I took him and my oldest to a party at Jeff Kinder's house in New Jersey, and my 4-year-old put a high score on Jeff Kinder's Centipede. My 4-year-old did. Now, Centipede displays 10 high scores, but it only saves 3. So, but he beat one of the default high scores, which I think is pretty good. All right, we got don't. We got, oh man, I'm getting blown up. We got the donations rolling in. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys make a donation and don't pick a game, please, I'm going to have to put another credit in. Please do, I'm talking instead of playing. Please do, reply with another comment and pick a game that you want me to play. I don't think, did Mosaic pick a game yet? I don't think he did. So, Steve. All right. Gotta get all the family members. That's how you rack up the high points. Oof. Okay. I can hear all my family members getting killed in game. In case you were wondering. There we go. Oof. Another thing with this is the shots that get fired at you, the closer you are to them, the slower they are. So by staying close to the guys that can shoot at you, their shots actually move slower. And this is a level where you can pick up a lot of mommies. These are homing missiles. Oh. Okay. Oof, not great. Not my best attempt. Not my best attempt. And I think Kacheru picked Pango. So we can roll straight into Pango. Yep. Kacheru is also Mosaic, so sorry for any confusion there. And I'm just going to switch back. Sean is telling me all kinds of stuff going on. I'm missing. Okay. So thank you for that, Billy Bob, for the, whoa, I'm all the way back up here. And what do we have? We got, there's just so much going on. We have Mosaic's donation. We're going to play Pango with that one. Where are we? Stringer made another donation, another $2 million super chat. I'm not eating blackberry cobbler. I think the last, I'm going to, there's a couple of things that are going to change in the new year. My New Year's resolutions have nothing to do with the channel. One of them is I'm going to take better care of myself health-wise. I actually went for a really nice long walk with the dog today. And we're going to get rid of all the junk food. So the last remaining junk food is some mint Oreos, and I don't even like the mint kind. So we'll get back to that. DJ Three Stripes to the $5 million super chat says, Happy New Year. Thanks for the content. Don't pull a John's Arcade and disappear from YouTube. I can't see that happening anytime soon. I'm having way too much fun doing this. The Goat checking in. Happy New Year, Goat. Frog Puppet, what's happening? And Arcade Maze is in the house. What else? You guys are just I don't, what is this? A $10 million super chat from Zoner wants me to drink a shot of Malort. I'm drinking my hazy little IPA right here. That's what you're getting this evening. I can probably run out to the liquor cabinet. I don't even know what Malort is. And we got a super sticker from Russell Gibson for $10 million. Russell, you need to pick a game too. So both Zoner and Russell Gibson need to pick games for me to play next, but we're going to scroll back up here. Oh, and DJ Three Stripes. So we have 3 games you guys need to pick. DJ Three Stripes and Zoner and Russell Gibson all need to pick a game for me to play next. But we're going back up here and we're playing Mosaic's game. And let's just take a quick look. We are 2 away from our goal. So I mentioned earlier, YouTube is pushing goals now for super chats because obviously they get a cut. I set a goal if we got 10 super chats by the end of the live stream, I will stream again next week. I have an idea for something to do next week. So we already at 8. So if we get 2 more, I'll be live streaming next week. So let's play a little bit of Pango. I love Pango. This was a really, really fun. Oh, it's on free play. What am I doing? This was a super fun restoration. When I got this game, it had been converted to, what do you call it? Time Soldiers. And with the rotary joysticks. So we got rid of that stuff and we turned it into back into Pango. Whoa. Now, what am I going to do to line up these 3? Because the thing you need to do in this game is line up the 3 diamond blocks. That's the whole game. Maybe if I do that. Whoops. Nope, that's not it. That ain't it, Charlie. That ain't it. If I can get it there. Okay, that'll help me. Oh, that was kind of a pain. Oh, they're not helping me out. I don't know if I can line them up anymore. Might have to put them all up on the wall if I can even do that. Yeah, he's running away. Yep. See, the only way you get up to those high scores up there is by lining up all 3 diamond blocks. But Pango is a very fun game. Oh. It is not easy, though. Definitely not. They got me. They got me. I think I can move this here. I'm hearing some requests for Journey, but I'm afraid that's not on the bit kit. Okay, here we go. 10,000 points right there. And it freezes all the bad guys. Oh, the ones that are actually in... There we go. You can also touch the wall. Oof. If they're touching the wall and then you hit the wall, it freezes them so you can knock them out. Another little tactic there. Okay, and I don't know how to, clear a level in under 20 seconds, so I don't know how you get 5,000 points. You can't move that fast, and the bad guys run faster. Russell's asking for elevator action. I don't have it on my bit kit. That's a horizontal game, I believe. Oof. And I have a vertical bit kit. I do have a horizontal bit kit coming soon. That's my plan for the Sidam Bosconian cabinet. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Oh. Knocking him out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do another one. Another triple here. I think Tron is on the bit kit, but I don't have a spinner set up. Ooh. I don't have Fast Miss Pack either, because Fast Miss Pack is technically not on the bit kit. I know, you guys, I gave you the list. I gave you guys the list. There's not enough time. Oh, how did that happen? Oh man, not great. Not great. Let's come back over here. So thank you for that. Whoops. YouTube crashed on me, but not the stream, so that's good. Let's see. Thank you for that $5 million super chat donation, Mosaic. And then next up was DJ Three Stripes. Did you pick a game? I don't know. DJ Three Stripes, please make sure you pick a game, buddy. Zoner needs to pick a game, and Russell. All right. STM 27C256. Happy New Year. What's going on? Jason Mucha in the house. All right. What do you guys want? What do you guys want to see? I don't have Journey. Yep. No R-Type, no Tron, no elevator action. Mosaic says he doesn't see Pangos pop up for sale that often. Once you like, it's a unique cabinet, right? So once you get a sense of what that cabinet looks like, you start to see them all over the place. Start to see them all over the place. You guys got to pick a game. James wants to see Junior Pack. We still have 3 people that made super chat donations that need to pick games though, and that would be DJ Three Stripes, Zoner, and Russell Gibson all need to pick games. And okay, why don't we take a moment here though, and we'll talk about some other stuff while you guys are thinking about that. So let's talk about a little bit of year in review. So believe it or not, in the year of our Lord 2024, I picked up no fewer than 29 new games. That's nuts. Don't tell my wife. And like I said, I do have another one queued up, so it could have easily been 30. And I did pass up deals as well. So the 29 games that I got starting back in January of this year. And remember, I went on a bit of a dry spell at the end of 2023. So I went a little bit nuts in July of 23. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in July of last year, and then 1 in October, the Frogger, and then nothing else in 2023, in the end of 2023. But then in 2024, we went crazy. So in January, I got my second Outrun Mini and the Bally Sente cabinet that had been converted to a 1-slot Neo Geo that I'm going to restore back to a chicken shift. So those are the first 2 games. Then I got a working Primal Rage for free. Then I got the Irish, and then that so that Primal Rage was in March. Also in March was the Irish Food Fight that got converted to IREM skins game. So that turned out to be a great deal. I got that for $200. It doesn't work, but complete converted to IREM skins game. And that IREM skins game board is actually a valuable board that can be converted to like R-Type Leo and some other stuff too. And there's a multi just released for it. So that might be interesting. And then in May, so nothing in April. In May, I got 1 game that was the kicks that had been converted to the Taito version of Mr. Do. I'm going to be restoring that back to a kicks. And then in June, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in June. June is a little crazy. I got the Sidam Bosconian. That's going to be coming soon. That's going to be the horizontal bit kit, Sidam Bosconian. Sidam being the Italian version of Bosconian. No idea how it wound up in the U.S. Then I went to that the yard sale in the middle of the night. I got the Mizpac Mini, the Mizpac Cabaret, the HS5 Dynamo cabinet, which is just generic, had like a multi-game in it. And the Tetris Cocktail I got at that midnight yard sale. And then also in June, I got a game that I haven't mentioned yet. I shared what was this game with on the private channel members only Discord server. But I drove all the way to Tennessee on a whim. Like I saw this game listed for sale at 10 a.m. And by 10:30, I was in the car driving to Tennessee, 460 miles away to pick up this game, which was very high on my wanted list. Then also in June is when Dillweed came and he picked up a couple games. Like we traded, we did a couple things, and he gave me a Time Pilot, which is down that way, and believe it or not, a 10-yard fight, a dedicated 10-yard fight that had been converted to kicks somehow or some reason. So I've got a 10-yard fight. I really haven't talked about the 10-yard fight at all. I'm not sure. I don't think. So yeah, 7 in June, nothing in July. In August, we got a bunch more games again. Way up in upstate New York from Stephen Wallard, who he might still be in the live chat. I got the Ivan Ironman Stewart Super Off-Road, the 2-player version of Super Off-Road, which is great for a home setting, a little bit smaller, although it's back to the Media Arcade right now in Winchester, Virginia. And then also in August, I got my Deco Burger Time that had been converted to Rally X. I sold the Rally X PCB to Frog Puppet, restored the Deco Burger Time to a bit kit, vertical bit kit. I wasn't going to mess around with Deco cassette hardware. And my good friend Jeff Kinder picked that up for me in New Jersey and held it at a storage unit until I could run up and get that. That was a good deal as well. Then also in August, I recently showed this off. I picked up a quasi-working, partially working Pac-Man upright. That was great. That was up in Connecticut. I was there visiting family. And then also in August, I got the Vanguard, which is down at the end of the row. Worked out a trade with channel member Jerry Voluptuous, another good buddy, and of course the proprietor of Manbrozo's Pizza, the official pizza of Overtime Arcade, reopening soon, right, Jeff? The next month or so, I'm gonna have to go up there, help you celebrate. And then the end of August, this was a trade. This has not been revealed publicly. I think I might have mentioned it very subtly on the Discord. This is what I'm very excited about. This is going to be a restoration focus of next year. The 50th game I ever got, and I'm not going to talk about it just yet, but that's going to be a lot of fun. And then September, how could we ever forget September? September was the warehouse raid down in West Virginia where I got a Battlezone Cabaret, a Thief, a NATO Defense, a Space Invaders Deluxe, an Enigma 2, super rare, and a Sonic Asteroids, a Spanish Asteroids. So that was a wild time with Liam and Sam from Retrobotics and Dillweed, of course. We did a great video about that. The plan, I'm going to be restoring the Battlezone. That's probably the top of the list for those. I want to get the Enigma 2 done, all of them. Dillweed sent me a bunch of, he gave me a marquee for Thief. I think he's got some other Thief stuff for me too. My Secret Santa sent me a Thief board set and a Thief bezel, which is incredible. I think NATO Defense has its PCB already. Space Invaders Deluxe, Taylor Dillweed sent me some stuff. But the Sonic Asteroids, I have had a bunch of people reach out interested in buying or trading for it. So I think that one will not stay with me. And then also in September, why did that happen? My data is getting screwed up here. Also in September, I made another pickup. I was down by Virginia Beach and then coming back. I got the Zaxxon cabinet that I converted to a Raston. That was totally working. And then also that same pickup, I pulled out of the garage unexpectedly a Barn Fresh Pac-Man Mini. And then on the way home from that pickup, I also picked up another Pac-Man Mini. That was working, kind of working. But it's got a weird like ROM version on it, like a ROM hack. And then in October, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in September. And then in October, I picked up one game. You guys have seen it in the background. I haven't talked about it yet. That's going to be a focus in January. That'll probably be next Sunday's video, will be the pickup of that cabinet, which is a working JAMA game. And then I picked up a Nintendo game that you may have seen in the background of the video I released yesterday on the 31st. That was, and also you definitely saw it if you watched Coin Op Corner's latest episode where I had a nice little cameo in there. You saw me picking up my game from there. And then my Secret Santa also in December sent me a Wheels cabinet, a Bronze Age game, Wheels. So yeah, those are the 29 games that I picked up this year. Just wild. And then I got rid of 6 games. And this, I had never gotten rid of games before. Games have never left my collection until this year. The 6 games that went away were Class of 81, which I first loaned to Back to the Media Arcade for their launch, and they ended up, I think we worked out a trade for that one. Dillweed went home with Armor Attack and Depth Charge. I know that broke a lot of people's hearts. Those are not common games, but I feel like those are games that are really, especially Depth Charge belongs in Dillweed's collection. He's got a really, really eclectic collection focused on Bronze Age games and early Golden Age. Yeah, so really happy we were able to work something out there. Future Spy went to Jumping General. We did a bunch of trading at a party. Primal Rage I sold to Back to the Media. Zaxxon I actually just gave away for free to Mike, a channel member who's local to me. I took the Raston PCB out of that. I took the monitor out of that. And I took the I stripped the control panel, but otherwise it's a complete JAMA setup, like power supply and harness, all that. So those are the 6 games that I got rid of, and I've got 2 for sale right now. They're available to play in a public location at Back to the Media Arcade in Winchester, Virginia. That's the Taito Superman and the Sly Spy. That's technically a dedicated Sly Spy, but it's basically a Dynamo HS2 cabinet. Those are available to play, and also I'm selling them if anyone's interested in those. We started 5 projects this year, so I really didn't start many projects this year. I picked up 29 games, but I only started 5 projects. We started the Leland quarterback back in February, and that's totally done, except that there's still a board issue. Like there's a video issue where the colors are all screwed up. I bought the I think it's some IC that I needed, I think, to fix that issue, but yeah, we'll get that done and probably get that out of here. We started and completed the Primal Rage. We started that in April and ended it in May, so that was a pretty quick turn on the Primal Rage, and I got it working, so it was really a cosmetic thing and rebuilding the monitor. The monitor has since gone down, and Mark, if you're there, I don't know if you've got that monitor back up and running yet. I think the current hypothesis is that the reproduction flyback died after a couple of weeks. Started the Burger Time in September and then finished it in October. Started and finished the Vanguard in November. That was a very minor touch up. Like we capped the monitor and did some cosmetic fixes. And the Atari Tetris, we also started in December and ended in December. So 5 projects started, 8 projects finished. We finished the Primal Rage in May, like I mentioned. Sly Spy just needed a refurb. We got that done in August. The first Qbert of my 2, I've got 2 Qbert projects. I fast-tracked one of them to get done in October in time for the Back to the Media grand opening. So that's available, open to the public. It's a J-Rock Qbert. We finished that in October. Also in October, we finished the Frogger and we finished the Burger Time. So October was very productive, very busy. You can tell, like, I didn't really finish much in the beginning of the year, but I cranked out a lot of stuff at the end of the year. The Vanguard we finished in November, like I mentioned. The Atari Tetris Cocktail we finished in November. And just yesterday, yesterday's video was the grand finale of the Ms. Pac-Man, which I bought that game in July of 2022. I started that project in September of 2022. That video, the first video, was in October. We finally finished it. So 8 projects finished, 5 projects started, 6 games that I sold, traded, or gave away, and 29 pickups. What a wild, wild year. All right. Let's see. Russell Gibson with another $10 million super sticker. Russell, you need to pick. You got to pick 2 games. Did anyone pick games? Nobody picks games. So Sean says he picked Kickman on the Bit Kit on behalf of Zoner, but I don't have Kickman on it. I got King and Balloon, so why don't we play that? Let's see. Arcade Maze also. Arcade Maze with the 10. It's a Bit Kit too, yeah. So I'm talking back and forth with my executive producer here. Arcade Maze with the $10 million super chat. And I think if we count the super stickers, we might be over the. Russell says, "I'm good. Don't tell me what to do, Charlie." Okay, if you don't want to pick a game, that's fine. That's fine. We also have a new channel member, Old School EMs. I'm guessing that's a pinball fan right there. We were talking about EMs the other day on the members only live stream. So. If you want to go back, you have access to that. You can go watch that previous live stream. We talked about EMs a little bit, and obviously you've got access to all the awesome perks now. That monthly members only live stream, like I talked about, you get early access to all new videos and access to our private members only Discord. I will make a members only post on the channel after the live stream with a link to the Discord. You might even be able to find an older link. They expire after a week, but I think we did one not too long ago, so you might still find that. So anything else that I missed, Sean? People are chiming out games, but not the people who donated. Not the people who donated. But because Zoner and Sean couldn't pick games that I have, we're gonna play King and Balloon. So I gave you guys the list of games that I have, and let me see if I can even make a comment that's that long. Let's see. These are the games I have. That comment is, I can't even make that comment. It's too long. So the games that I have loaded on the Bit Kit are Vertical. They are They are vertical games with 0, 1 buttons and 4. What am I doing? What are we doing? And 4-way or 2-way joystick. So no 8-way games, no 2-button games. I thought I had Satan's Hollow loaded, but Satan's Hollow is technically a 2-button game. You forget about the button that's on the trigger button on the joystick. So we'll just get this set up. All right. And let's see. Not too bad, not too bad. Got tight spaces over here. All right. What am I doing? Hold on, let's go over here. It's all like mirrored too, which kind of messes with my brain. But, and I'll do, for you guys' benefit, we'll go through the menu here. So I'm going to reboot the BitKit and hold down the player, and you hold both buttons, both start buttons down to reboot it, and then hold the 1 player start to get into the menu. So here are the games that we have. We'll go to the top here. We have Abscam, which is kind of like a Pac-Man clone. Amadar, which is kind of weird. Anteater, which is awesome, super fun game. Astro Fighter, Burger Time, of course. Love Burger Time. Crazy Kong, which is like Donkey Kong on acid. Crush Roller, and Dig Dug is great. Disco Number 1, never played it. Eek, I don't think I played. Oh, I've played that. Egor, which is also like Pac-Man. Eyes, which is like Pac-Man except you can shoot. Frogger is great. Galaga, Galaxian, Junior Pack, King and Balloon, which is one we'll play. Ladybug, Lock and Chase, Mappy is awesome. Moon Cresta, Mr. TNT, Ms. Pac-Man, Nibbler, Pac-Man and Chomp Chomp, Pac and Pal, Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Pango, we just played, Piranha, Rootin' Tootin', Super Pac-Man, The End, Titan, never played it. Tower of Jiraga is kind of a fun game. Triple Punch, Turtles, Uniwar S, the other version of Nibbler. I've been testing different Nibbler ROMs. But we're going to play King and Balloon because Kazelis just did a restoration of King and Balloon. That was really fun. And I think a story behind King and Balloon is Namco game, and Namco developed King of Balloon the same time that it developed Pac-Man, and when it was bringing it to the US trying to find a distributor, Midway wanted both, and both of them wanted, Midway and GPI both wanted King of Balloon, and Namco flipped a coin and gave it to GPI, and Bally Midway had to settle for Pac-Man. And guess who ended up winning in that equation? So this is a weird game. It's kind of like, I don't know, Galaga a little bit. You're down here at the bottom. You're trying to shoot these balloons. They'll dive bomb you, and they'll shoot you. And you're trying to protect your king. So you don't have lives. You have kings. Like, you can die as many times, but you have to rescue your king. And if you run out of kings, that's how you lose your lives. So you have infinite lives, but you don't have infinite kings. And the balloons land, and they will try to steal your king. Oh, I missed a king there, so I lost a life. So I got 2 kings left. All right. And your shots. Okay. And the balloons land, and your king runs into them. This is not an easy game. But it's kind of interesting in that you have infinite lives. Now they're all coming down. But even if multiple land, they can only grab one king at a time. I don't think there's a way to drop. Sometimes it's easy just to let him go because then he's slower coming up. Here we go. That's the first board. Okay. And I don't know what these umbrellas are for. I think that's the number of times your kings can be shot down. See, he used a balloon or used a umbrella. Oh, I'm going to lose that king. Yep, bye-bye. And it does talk. It's probably not loud enough. All right, Billy Bob, thanks for checking in. A BitKit would be an excellent choice for a Galaga cabinet because you have Galaga on the BitKit, and you have, Galaga has, it's a one-button game, but it also is only a two-way joystick. So you got to either, see, it's okay if I get shot because the king survived. So either you just restrict yourself to two-way joystick games like Galaga, Galaxian, King of Balloon, like I'm playing right here, is a two-way joystick game, or you can like drill out your control panel and install a four-way joystick instead of a three-way. Nope, he's gone. Or you can get another control panel, put a different control panel on. So yeah, I'd say BitKit is a good choice for a Galaga cabinet. And in fact, if you go and watch Coin Op Corner's latest episode, Jeremiah Jackson, he didn't do it. He did it in a Galaga cabinet, but instead of putting a BitKit, he put a Class of '81 in there, which is also sort of an emulation board. But that only has Galaga and Ms. Pac-Man, and then Pac-Man with a secret code. So, yeah, I'd say that's a good option. All right. What are we doing? Technically, to hit the goal, we need one more super chat because I don't think it's counting Russell Gibson super stickers, which is a different thing. So you can do super chats, you can do super stickers, but the super chats are what count towards the goal. We'll do something here. Let's see. All right, why don't we talk a little bit more about the year in review? Let's talk about some stats for the channel. So listen up if you are YouTubers and you want to learn sort of what's going on behind the scenes, what it's like, or if you are getting started, you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or you're just curious about what things look like under the hood. So this was an awesome year of growth for the channel. We more than doubled, way more than doubled our subscriber count. So, and let me just double check. I guess, well, no, I got it just before midnight. So we started the year with 2,373 subscribers. We ended the year with 5,768 subscribers, which means we got 3,395 new subs. So we more than doubled that original number. We got 1,000 more than, we doubled it and added 1,000 to that original number, which is insane. In terms of views, we got 3,500 views across the channel. No, hold on. 350,000 views. It's getting late. 350,000 views, which now puts us at 517,000 lifetime views. So over 500,000 lifetime views. Crazy. I know some people get, Mr. Beast gets millions of views on every video, but 500,000 views in the entire time of this channel for a little niche corner of the gaming world. You guys watched 68,000 hours of my videos this year, and we had a lifetime of 92,000. So very soon we'll hit over 100,000 watch hours lifetime, and maybe we might hit 1 million views lifetime by the end of next year. Maybe we'll see. I'd love to hit like 10,000 subscribers and 1 million lifetime views. Would be crazy to do by the end of next year. My top five most watched videos. Number one's going to be surprising. The Sega Carnival video that I did in July of 2023 was my most watched video in 2024. And I don't get it, right? And that video did okay when it was released. And then like 7, 8, 9 months later, after the release, something in the algorithm took off. That thing just skyrocketed, shot up. So that got viewed 47,000 times this past year. 47,000 times. It's over 50,000 views for its lifetime. It's like 53,000 views, something like that. It's my most watched video of all time. It's my most watched video this past year. And I don't get it. I don't know. Carnival is not a game that a lot of people know. So maybe it's, a curiosity thing. It is a Sega game, right? It's an all-in-one episode where I do the pickup and the restoration. I didn't really restore it. I fixed it all in one episode. So maybe that's it. Second most watched video, not surprising, is the Warehouse Raid. That's got over 15,000 views. And I think that one will do well, going into the future. Number 3 was a pickup video. The video where I picked up the second Outrun Mini and the Balicente cabinet that got converted to a Neo Geo. That did 10,000 views. And then in 4th and 5th place, roughly tied, did an updated tour of my collection that got 9,000 views. That'll also have some legs. And kind of weirdly, the Moon Patrol update video where I kind of just tore it down and did a cleaning of the cabinet, like got rid of the mice nests and the control panels. That also did 9,000 views. I think people thought that was a pickup video, even though it wasn't. I had done the pickup video last year, but we'll get back to the Moon Patrol cocktail this year. And so those are the most watched full-length videos. The most watched shorts, and one of my goals going into this year was to do more shorts. I wanted to do like a short every week, and I definitely did not. I only did, I don't know, like 20 shorts this year. But shorts is something that YouTube's been pushing hard, but I just don't see the traction with it. So my most watched short over the past year was the Donkey Kong short that I did, where it was sort of like a little bit clickbait. It's like Donkey Kong: The Lost Level, and it was really just focused on the cement factory or pie factory stage, and how it doesn't appear in most of the home ports. It's not in the Atari version, 2600 version. It's not in the NES version, which are the 2 ports of Donkey Kong that people know the most, probably. And if you're not good at Donkey Kong, if you're just a casual player who walks up, puts a quarter in, and plays Donkey Kong for 2-3 minutes, you're not going to see that factory. So, or that factory stage. So that got 13,000 views this past year, even though it got released in December of 2022. So that's a really old video. I did a short where I like peeled off the old T-molding from the Frogger cabinet. That got 5,000 views. I had a short where I showed off, actually Back to the Media. They actually have sold it since then, but they had a home use only Asteroids Deluxe that looked like it just came from the factory. So we did a little quick, look inside that cabinet. That got 5,000 views. And then in 4th and 5th place, basically tied, I showed off an Arctic Mars cabinet, very unusual cabinet. That got 2,000 views. And just the day before yesterday, I did an episode where I peeled the tape off of the Mizpac coin door that I had repainted 2 years ago. I finally peeled off the painter's tape that was covering up the Bally Midway badge on the coin door. That already did 2,000 views. But the thing about shorts is they don't resonate with this audience, right? So you guys tend to be, older than the average YouTube demographic. And, kids like shorts, TikTok, whatever, Instagram type of stuff. But, I am, most of my audience is a little bit older than me, actually. And I'm now, like, I can't avoid saying I'm now in my mid-40s. I'm in my mid-40s. And most of my viewers are actually slightly older than me, according to the demographic data. And so I guess we're not into these TikTok style shorts. And the thing that, as hard as, YouTube pushes it, a lot of these shorts like actually take some time to do editing, whatever, right? Especially get it to fit into 60 seconds. So it's not just, sometimes I can do a really, really easy one and maybe I'll just only stick to those. But the shorts don't pay at all. You make nothing off of shorts, right? So a decent video, and this gets into a little bit of the revenue side of things, which is not my focus at all. Like, I have a very good day job. I talked about my job a little bit earlier. I'm not doing this for money, right? But anything I get from revenue from donations, like you guys have all been so generous, channel memberships or ads, that gets all just reinvested into all these games that I have and all the parts and tools and everything. But shorts don't pay, right? So a decent video right? A video that does okay, not great, right? But like a decent, solid video will make somewhere between 30 to 50 bucks in ad revenue. And that's not right away. That's like over a couple of months. Like eventually, maybe a good video will hit 50 bucks eventually in aggregate ad revenue it makes from that, right? So do the math, right? You put maybe 20 hours into a video, right? A couple of nights, maybe a weekend day to do all the work to make update progress on a project, and then editing everything. So figure 20 hours, at least 10 to 20 hours to make a video, and I'll get like 50 bucks in ad revenue for that. So I'm not doing this for the money. My most watched video short of all time is that Donkey Kong Lost Level. It's got like 15,000 views. $2.12 I've made from that. The Frogger team molding video, $1.27. The Asteroid Deluxe, $1.23. The Ms. Pack removing the tape, 45 cents. So yeah, shorts don't pay. And some people think of them as ways to attract new audience, but the conversion rate that I see from shorts turning into new subscribers is super low too. So I don't know if I'm not going to put much effort into shorts anymore. Live streams do really, really well though. Live streams are a lot more intimate. I get to interact with people, obviously, in the live chat, and in the members only version, we open up the Discord voice chat, and like I'm talking with people on the air, which is a ton of fun. So I think in the coming year, this is getting more into, looking ahead. I'm going to put more effort, more emphasis into live streams. I got a nice new webcam in addition to my laptop and the phone camera. So we're going to put more effort into live streams. A couple more things here. Is this boring for you guys? Is anybody interested in this? Hopefully I'm not boring you all to death. Wow, we're up to 40 viewers right now, which is pretty good for 1:30 in the morning. So some other metrics, some other stats from YouTube. Again, this is maybe interesting if you've got your own channel or you're thinking about starting a channel, if you're just curious about, behind the scenes. Where does traffic come from? So here's something that was very, very surprising to me. It's not surprising anymore, but before I started the channel, I thought a lot of traffic, a lot of views would come from me promoting the channel elsewhere around the world, right? And like sharing links to my videos, right? Post them on Facebook, I post them on the cloud forums, various Discords, on Twitter, or now X. That doesn't work at all. Not at all. Maybe that helps to open up to new audiences that aren't on YouTube and have never heard of me before. But external links, and that counts both either a link that's posted somewhere or like embedded, like you can embed the videos like on Discord and the cloud forums. Only 3.4% of my views came from outside of YouTube, which means 96+% of views, people were already in YouTube, and either my video came up in their subscriptions feed or on their homepage or a recommended video or something, right? So 96% whatever of views are from people that were already in YouTube, and YouTube put the video in front of them versus people coming to YouTube specifically to watch the video. And then of those external links, again, this is how dominant Google is. Almost half of those external views came from Google. So people searching for something on Google and following a search result to take them to one of my videos. 17% from Facebook. The cloud forums, only 5.5%. Not 5.5% of my views, but 5.5% of the 3.4% of my views that came from external sources. Discord 1.3% and X 1%. So we're talking tiny, tiny fractions. So every time I post my videos on X or Twitter, those aren't translating to views. So I don't know. Geography-wise, no surprise here. And this is of places where Google or YouTube knows where people are watching from. So a huge, a good chunk, probably 25%, it just has no idea where in the world you are. But it says that 61% of my viewers are in the US, 8% in the UK, 5% in Canada, although the Canadian folks are very, very active on Discord and comments and everything. Australia, 2%, and Germany, 1.3%. Those are the top five. So, top 4 English-speaking countries. So that's not surprising given this is an English language channel. Continuing in the demographics, 90% of my viewers are over the age of 35. which is very unusual for YouTube, not unusual for this hobby. And 76% of them are 35 to 54. So that's really the meat of my over 75% of my audience is 35 to 54, and I'm like right smack in the middle of that. 96.3% are male, not surprising at all. Let's see. This is something that's changed for me. I think as the channel has grown, this inverted this year. Whereas in the past, like 60% of my views came from people who were already subscribed, and 40% came from people who weren't subscribed, so maybe first time or just people that aren't, just maybe they don't subscribe to channels. But now subscribers only account for 27% of my views, and people who aren't subscribed count for 73%. So that could be a bunch of different things. If you're watching while not logged in, and you're right, like that counts as being not subscribed, right? I know there's people that don't even have YouTube accounts, right? So they just go to YouTube. They don't have an account, so they can't subscribe to anything. That also means they can't comment on anything or like anything or whatever. So that was interesting. That changed for me. And then in terms of the devices people watch on, this also changed this year. This was very interesting to me. It used to be that the phone was number one, but the phone is no longer number one. 35% of my views came from TV, like smart TV devices. So either Roku, or maybe your TV has a YouTube app, or you've got an Apple TV. We've got Apple TVs hooked up to our TVs. 35% of views came on TVs, 31% on phones, iOS and Android, 29% on computers, and 6% on tablets. And what's interesting also is, the TV apps accounted for 35% of views and 48% of watch time. Right? So almost 50% of the time that people spent watching my channel was on TVs, which I think is very interesting. And I don't know if that is going to lead me to do anything different. Maybe I can do smaller font or something because people are watching it on TV. But I guess that makes sense. When you're on your phone, that's more casual. You're not going to watch like an hour-long video probably hunched over your phone. You'll sit back and relax in your couch, your easy chair, and watch it on the TV. And I tend to do longer videos, so that's not surprising. And the last little bit here, and this is probably, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about this on YouTube. We'll talk about revenue really quickly just for a second. And again, I am not a full-time YouTuber, even though I do like a video every week. This is not something I could live on or anything like that. So all in terms of the money I got from YouTube. So, there are other sources of revenue for the channel. I put affiliate links in the video descriptions for all the tools and parts and everything that I use. I only have affiliate links for Amazon and eBay, and I typically get like $10 a month, maybe $15 a month from Amazon, and I get like $10 a year from eBay affiliate links, and none other stuff, like none of the arcade part places have affiliate links, but Amazon pays me like $10 a month, and eBay pays me like $10 a year. T-shirts and merch is probably like $100 a year I get from that. Like every T-shirt, I get like $3 or something like that. Some things I get like $1. Just it depends. I try to make the prices really low because I'd rather have more people getting my merch and wearing it out in public. It's not really to make money off of it, but I think I get like $100 a year from the merchandise shop. And those are the only, I think those are the only revenue streams. And then, but from YouTube, sorry, you had something for me, Sean? Holy smokes! Breaking news. We have a $1.99 million super chat donation from Jeffrey Mays, and that's a new avatar. That's not one I recognize. Jeffrey Mays, channel member, says, "See you next week." And yes, it's true. Jeffrey Mays has put us over the top. Our goal has been achieved. I'm going to stream again next week. I'll do another public stream next week. It might be Sunday night. But is there football am I going to go up against? I don't know. We will definitely stream next week. Thank you, Jeffrey Mays, for putting us over the top. Really appreciate that. And then, so I was saying, so that's all the non-YouTube revenue. In terms of YouTube revenue, I made right around $3,900 from YouTube this year. Sounds like a lot of money, but over the course of a year, that's not like, if that was somebody's salary for the year, they're in big trouble, right? So, my wife doesn't have to worry about me quitting my job and doing YouTube full time because that's not going to feed a family of 6 plus a dog for a full year. No. Yeah, so $3,900 for the entire year from YouTube. So figure the channel all in all over the course of the year, maybe a little bit over $4,000 for the entire year. So again, that's not like, I mean, the IRS views that as revenue or as income, absolutely. But in terms of, for me, that's just reinvesting into the games and parts and tools and all that stuff. That's exclusively what I use that money for. Now, in terms of how that breaks down, 39% of that came from ads. So if you're watching this, like there's probably ad breaks during the live stream, right? Because YouTube, that's how YouTube makes money, right? That's how YouTube makes money. 39% of that came from ads. 31% came from channel memberships, which is awesome. That's been a huge thing over the past year. We're now well over 100 channel members. We have Old School EMs as our brand new newest channel member. If you become a channel member through the button on the live stream, you'll get your name up on the list here. Really cool. And that's just $1.99 a month. And believe it or not, YouTube takes half of that. So that's $1 to me for each channel member. So again, that's like $100 a month from channel memberships. How does that work out to 31%? I guess, yeah, that's like $1,200 for the whole year. Yeah, that works out. Super chats, like the donations you guys made here on the live stream. So super chats are only live stream related. So I've got to do live streams in order to get super chats. That's 18%. YouTube Premium is 10%. And so I'm actually a YouTube Premium member, which means I never see ads on YouTube. And so if you are a YouTube Premium member, when you watch my videos, you don't see any ads, but you pay, I forget what it is. They probably jacked it up. I think it started out as like $7 a month, but it's probably like $12 or something a month now. But you don't see any ads. And what they do is YouTube takes half of that money, and then they do some sort of math to figure out, okay, well, of all the videos that you watched over the course of a month, they chop it up into various pieces and they give everyone a little bit. So 10% of my revenue from YouTube comes from my share of premium views, if that makes sense. And then gifted memberships. And some of you have been super generous in the past with gifted memberships. I think Jeffrey Mays has done it. I think Billy Bob has done it in the past. I think the GOAT has done it. If you gift memberships, and that's also something you can do with that dollar button down below, you can gift memberships to other folks. And so that's 2.5%, which I think those are the only revenue sources on YouTube. There might be something else I could be forgetting. But those are the top 5 revenue sources and how that breaks down. Another thing I don't like about YouTube, and YouTube's trying to be like TikTok, and they're trying to be like Twitch. Gift memberships is great, but it's random. I can't pick who they go to. You can't pick who they go to. It would be cool if somebody like made a really funny or insightful comment, and then I could say, hey, I want to reward you by gifting you a membership. I can't do that. I can just say, hey, I want to gift 1, 5, 10, or whatever, and it just randomly assigns it to people who might have walked away from their TV or forgot that the stream was on and have never seen it before, will never see it again, have never left a comment, but just randomly picked them. So yeah, that's about what we're doing there. Let's see. I am way behind on the chat. Holy, Sean just gifted 1 channel membership. Who's that going to go to? Josh got it again. Encore's Arcade. I think he has by far the record for the number of months he has received gift memberships. He also has a couple different accounts. So sometimes he's Encore's Arcade. Sometimes he's like, because he also like has a business he sells Mustang parts, Ford Mustang parts. It's funny. So congratulations, Encore Arcade. And thank you, Sean, for that super generous gift membership. So those are all the stats I have to share with you. And the last thing we'll talk about is what we're doing next year, but we'll save that for a few minutes from now. I want to play some games. I want to play some games again. What games do you guys want me to play? What games should I play? Again, here is the list that we have. We've got the Deco Burger Time of the Big Kit. We'll go through the Big Kit list in a second. We've got Joust. We already played Robotron. We can play Do Run Run. Donkey Kong 3. We already played Pango. Carnival, Frogger, Tempest is unfortunately down. Donkey Kong, Kangaroo, Time Pilot, Vanguard. We have the Star Trek The Next Generation pin. We have the Munsters pin. We already played NBA Jam. We've got Centipede. And then on the bit kit, I already went through the list a couple times. We've got Abscam, Amidar, Anteater, Burger Time, Crazy Kong, Crush Roller, Dig Dug, Disco Number 1, Eek, Egor, Eyes, Frogger, Junior Pac-Man, Ladybug, Lock and Chase, Mr. TNT, Ms. Pac, Nibbler, Pac and Pal, Pac-Man, Pac-Man and Chomp Chomp, Pac-Man Plus, Pango, Piranha, Rootin', Tootin', Super Pac, Tower of Druaga, Titan, Triple Punch, Turtles, Up and Down, Alpine Ski, Galaga, Galaxian, King of Balloon we already played, Mappy, Moon Cresta, Space Cruiser, The End, Uniwar S, and Water Ski. And I think my batteries on my mouse are dying. All right. We have 2 requests for eyes from Zoner and Pun Pokemon. So can I break 100,000 on Robotron? Yeah, my high score is something like 400 and something thousand. I'm gonna wait for the high score screen to come up. All right, but yeah, let's play eyes. Let's play some eyes. Eyes is a fun game, and we've already got the bit kit lined up. It's on King and Balloon, which we were playing earlier. So we will reboot the bit kit, get into the menu. Yeah, my high score 409,250 is my Robotron high score, at least the high score that I've got on this cabinet. So, all right, we're playing eyes. There we go, right there. Eyes, Rockola game. Rockola had some interesting cabinets, and we will credit up. Oh, and it's very low volume. Yeah, you can barely hear it. Oh, I'm not good at this game. We might have to play more than once. I guess their shots can go through my shots, but my shots can't go through their shots. Why is it not picking these things up? Is this thing bugging out? You see what's happening, right? Oh, okay. I got to shoot those things. Yeah, I see. Then why isn't it like just hold the button down? Why do I have to like wear out my button by doing that? There we go. There we go. Oh. This is funny, guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. Oh. You would think that my shot would like, I don't want to put my name in. All right. You'd think my shot would like neutralize their shot, but no. You would think. But you would be wrong. Oh. I remember playing this. What What was the name of that arcade that we went to? The 2080, not 2084. It's like the successor to 2084. Y2Cade in just outside of LA. I was actually there with Sean and with Zoner. And what's the owner's name, Sean? Do you remember? Maybe Zoner remembers. James, yeah, James is the owner. Ugh. I already beat my previous high score. And their shots, I think, go faster than my shots. And the bad guys continuously respawn, I think, too. I wonder what the lore behind this game is. Is there a story? Is there Eyes story mode? What these eyes are all about. Oh, he got me. I couldn't turn in time. All right, there we go. 70,000. And we'll put... There we go. My initials in. All right. That's the story. Avoid the eyes and shoot the targets, huh? There we go. Thank you, RG. Oh, try not to shoot the other eyes because they spawn randomly. Okay, so don't shoot the eyes. Just shoot the targets. Interesting. Yeah, you can't just collect the dots. You have to shoot them. Yeah, you have to shoot them. Okay. I'm barely working my way through my beer. I've been nursing it. Let's see. What was I gonna? Yeah, it's pretty cold. I keep my my beer fridge very cold. It's not getting warm. Sean's worried about my beer getting warm. But I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. So another thing we do on the private members only Discord is we have a weekly tournament, right? So the way this works is every week there's a game that's picked, and everyone who wants to participate can play on any platform, any way to play the original arcade ROMs is allowed. So whether you have a dedicated cabinet or something like the Bit Kit where you have a multi-board type of thing, or MAME or whatever, as long as, hey, Lawman Arcade's here, who I believe is in Austria. So any way you can play the original arcade ROMs, keyboard, real control panel, whatever, excuse me, you can submit, screenshot of or photo of your high score. It's all honor system. And every week, the top 5 scores get points. I think it goes, if you get first place, you get 5 points. All the way to 5th place gets 1 point. And then the winner and the 5th place person gets to pick a game potentially to be played again. That goes into a random spin the wheel thing. Obviously, the game that we played gets taken off, and one random game gets taken off. Hey, Canterbury Arcade, what's happening? What's happening? And so it's constantly changing, and we played tons of games this year. Highlights for me were Anteater on the Bit Kit, Zero Eyes, which I think is supposed to be pronounced Zarazi or something like that. It's a deco game. We played lots of stuff. And our grand champion, far and away, at the end of the year, was Dillweed, who just absolutely crushed it. I think Zoner got 2nd place. Now, the other thing that we're doing, and he hasn't heard this yet, because, we'll do this again next year too. Dillweed is not eligible for this tournament next year. He is going to be promoted to the champions bracket, which right now is only him. So he can participate, but his scores don't count for the regular tournament. And then whoever wins it next year, they'll get promoted into the champions bracket, right? Think of that like Champions League or something. And I actually have a surprise that I just ordered for Dillweed as his prize for winning. I'll figure something else out for something for Zoner and for the third place and whatever. I forgot who made third place. So yeah, but so that's a lot of fun. And that is, if you don't have to do them on our Discord, but if there's an opportunity for you to participate in some sort of tournament like this, especially where you can do it from home or whatever, I would highly recommend it. One thing, for me is it forces you to play games that you otherwise might not play, because people like to pick weird random games that maybe they know are like hidden gems or something. It's not just, Donkey Kong and Asteroids and Pac-Man, right? People are picking like exotic games. At least our group does. And so like I'd never played Zero Eyes before, and that was a ton of fun. At first you think it's like bumper cars, but if you play it like you're playing bumper cars, you're going to lose. It's really more like King of the Hill with bumping mechanics. So yeah, cool. Let's see. You got a lot of new people checking in here. I guess there was an ad that just played because it bumped a lot of people off. We're down to, I think, 33 viewers right now. Okay. Yeah, a lot of good people here. Palm Pokemon channel member. And I think I have something for you. He says, sorry about Zero Eyes, because I had technically had the highest score by the deadline of when you had to submit it by, but he had a higher score that he had forgot to submit, and he ended up winning, which is totally okay. And he was like, oh, I'm not going to submit it. I'm like, I don't want to win via an asterisk, right? I don't want to win via an asterisk. So let's see. RG. Andy's here. What's going on, Andy? Yeah, Eyes, you should definitely load it on your BitKit. Load everything on your BitKit that you can. Load everything that you can. Everything that you've got the control panel for. We're not going to be playing Gauss Panic. Heckin checking in. What's going on, Heckin? Who else? Let's see. Old School EMs. Yeah, that's our newest channel member. Our newest channel member. All right. MG, yeah, what's going on, MG? Dominic is here. Dominic M. Yeah, okay. No Brandon, though. No Brandon. Hey, best SNES Cube 64. Matt, what's going on? Yeah, buy a BitKit in general. If you guys don't have a BitKit and you've got some kind of JAMA setup, it's $200, and often it goes on sale for like $179 or $189. Buy a BitKit. Crafty Mech, Aaron, he is an awesome guy. He's constantly adding support for new games. It works great, right? Just a JAMA game. It's a tiny little board, and there's apps for Mac and Windows and iOS and Android, and there might even be more. And you just connect to it over Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, put your games on, and it reboots, and you've got all these games. Great menu system. I have, as much as I like the TPG, which was the first of Aaron Crafty Mech's products that I bought, and I use the TPG all the time, the test pattern generator, when I'm working on monitors. Love it. And the BitKit is like his second giant product, right? I don't think he has any more, does he? I'm looking it up real quick. Crafty Mech. Sean just reminds me, somebody gifted a BitKit as a Secret Santa gift, and because we did a Secret Santa on our members only Discord, and somebody else, I think on Sean, didn't you get on Clav a TPG from Crafty Mech? I think so. Yeah, Crafty Mech products going all over the place. Or somebody got a TPG, maybe in our Secret Santa. Was it John? Was it Karawu? Karawu got a TPG. Billy Bob got a BitKit, and Karawu got a TPG, I think. So really, really, really highly recommended. Andy says he makes a scanline generator, but I was just looking at his product page, and he doesn't have it listed. Maybe it's still in the works. But yeah, really highly recommend both the BitKit 2 and the TPG. Yeah, some crazy Secret Santa gifts. Like, I got a cabinet. I got an arcade machine as a Secret Santa gift. And if you guys didn't see that episode where I did the unboxing for the Secret Santa stuff, I was at work minding my own business. I work from home like 3-4 days a week, but I go into the office 1 or 2 days a week, sometimes 0. But I was in the office minding my own business, and my phone rings, right? And I never answer calls where it's not a known number. So it goes to voicemail, and I check the voicemail. And it says, hey, this is so-and-so from the local Fastenal terminal. Your arcade machine is ready to be picked up anytime you want. And I'm like, what? I'm not expecting, I didn't have an arcade machine shipped to me. Believe it or not, up until the Secret Santa, I had never had an arcade machine shipped to me. I had shipped out games before, but I'd never had a game shipped to me. And I go, and it was part of my Secret Santa gift. There's also stuff inside, including 2 boards. It was a wheels, Midway Wheels, a Bronze Era racing game, Bronze Age racing game. 2 boards inside, lots of other stuff too. There's a analog oscilloscope, and what else? A board set for Thief, and tons of other stuff. Go watch that video if you're missing out. Let's see. Okay, have I? DJ3 Stripes asks, have I tried the Arcade? I have not. I am a little snobbish in my emulation tastes. So for me, top tier, S tier, far and away, original hardware. So in the basement, every single game in here, except for the Burger Time, is running original boards. Okay, all original boards, including the Pango and Frogger. Now, Pango and Frogger were very in-depth restorations. They didn't have the harness, so those have original boards plugged into JAMA adapters, plugged into a JAMA harness, but the boards are original hardware. Everything else is original boards. I'm just double checking, looking around. Yeah, everything else down here, original hardware, except for the Deco Burger Time. And I specifically got that because I don't want to mess with no Deco cassette hardware. And I wanted a home for my BitKit because I was using it temporarily in the Frogger until I got a Frogger board working. And I'm also going to use a BitKit in the Sidam Bosconi, which is a horizontal game. So I'll get the horizontal BitKit games in that. So Arcade is, so those are FPGA. I also have this. I like J-Rock stuff is good too, although J-Rock doesn't support nearly as many games. It's a little bit more expensive, and it's not being actively developed. This is a J-Rock Multi-Williams. So we can talk about next year a little bit. One of the things that I'm doing next year is I'm building a Multi-Williams cabinet. It's going to be for Back to the Media Arcade in Winchester, Virginia. I've got that spare Joust cabinet. I might need to order a Multi-Williams control panel from Tony Arrowwood. I don't know if he's in the live chat right now, but that's going to be a Multi-Williams. I was showing it on the Discord. I got the artwork for it. So what I need to do with that game, very straightforward. I need to sand the Joust artwork off of it, or at least cover it up, because we're going to paint it black and put Multi-Williams artwork on it. Need to figure out the control panel. I need to pick a monitor off my out of storage and get it working. Put the controls together. Put a JAMA harness in there, power supply. Throw the J-Rock Multi-Williams in there, and that'll be good to go. That'll be for Back to the Media. But I've not tried the Arcade, but I wouldn't be against trying it out. I've heard good things about the Mister too. What's the scan line generator? What's the scan? I think I'm behind. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I wouldn't be against trying it out. I know Brandon. He goes by a bunch of different names. He was Advance 13 on Clav until he got permanently banned. He goes by Deckard995 now on Twitch, where he live streams more. He tends to do a little bit later arcade games, like late 80s, early 90s stuff. But he likes the Mister, and he has a lot of original hardware PCBs too. So okay. But yeah, Andy, I don't know what you're talking about. He says that's the scanline generator. Do you have a comment like in moderation or something? I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about, Andy. But cool. So why don't we do this? Let's talk about what's coming next year. So I got big plans for next year. I already mentioned one of the things I want to do is do more live streams. I've got sort of a plan in my head. It's not going to be starting at the beginning of the year, but by the end of the year, I would like to start doing at least one live stream per week. I'm already doing 2 a month, right? So I already do the Coin Jam podcast. That tends to be like towards the last weekend of each month. Although the schedule got screwed up with Thanksgiving and Christmas, we'll be back very soon. So the Coin Jam podcast is one. The monthly members only live stream is another one, although that's only for channel members. And then I have an idea for another show, not really a podcast, but more like that and less like a gameplay live stream. And I want to do a gameplay live stream. So by the end of the year, I'd like to do a public gameplay live stream, the public podcast, the members only live stream, and this like new kind of like show idea. That would probably be shorter. That would probably be like a 30 to 60 minute live stream. Anyway, but we'll see what happens there. But that's going to be my goal. I'm going to put less emphasis on shorts, and I'll probably only do shorts that are like that pop up out of convenience. Or maybe if a video is late, I can do a little quick preview of what's coming tomorrow. But I'm not like the tour videos actually take quite a bit of work. I think I'm going to not do the tour, like going to an arcade and doing a 60-second tour. If like the Y2K thing, I'd like to do more of. And I did a tour of Back to the Media for the launch with the Qbert video. So I think I'll do more like longer tours. The 60-second tours, the videos don't perform well. And they actually take a lot of work to edit those. So less shorts, more live streams. In terms of what we're going to do, what we're going to work on. So I have a plan for January. I'm going to call it JAMA January. So we did the 12 Days of Arcademas. We're going to do a new series in January called JAMA January. It's going to start with a pickup video for one of the cabinets I kind of referred to. You've seen it sort of in the background. It looks weird. That's going to be my horizontal JAMA cabinet that's going to stay out in the garage. And the Dynamo HS5 is going to be my vertical JAMA. So my plan is I want to have 2 JAMA cabinets out in the garage that are JAMA platforms so that I can stick whatever JAMA games I want in them. I'm going to standardize on 2 8-way joysticks, each with 3 action buttons, so you can play most 2-player JAMA games. If I ever I might at some point get like a fighting cabinet with a kick harness or whatever, but most JAMA games are 8-way with up to 3 buttons, but vertical and horizontal. And if you saw the unboxing on Christmas that I did, you saw the marquees that I'm going to be using. One of them, the horizontal one, which is the cabinet that I need to do the pickup video for, that's going to be like branded as a WrestleFest cabinet. Because I have the not WrestleFest, WWF Superstars. What am I saying? So I'm going to put a WWF Superstars marquee on it. Maybe find some side art. And the Dynamo HS5 is going to be the game that I got the other marquee for. So if you want to see what that is, go watch that video. I have the PCB for that. Haven't talked about that. That'll be like the 2nd or 3rd JAMA January video next month. And then by the end of the month, I want to have these 2 JAMA cabinets that I can just swap in JAMA games. Because I have a bunch of other PCBs that I've picked up, and I want to be able to use that as like a testing platform and swapping games in and out. maybe we can do more live streams out in the garage because I got a better way to get internet in the garage now. And yeah, I can also like get JAMA adapters to test more games and because I have a choplifter. I got other random PCBs that we're going to figure out. So what else? So that's going to be JAMA January. That's not the only thing we're going to be doing in January, but we'll do a little mini series in January. Am I missing something, Sean? Sean's asking me what February is going to be. Oh, and Lunatic Gunstar, what's going on, says WrestleFest is dope. So I like them both, right? So in my opinion, WrestleFest has the better gameplay, like the actual playing of the game. WrestleFest is better, but Superstars has the better roster, right? Like Macho Man, right? So I ideally want to get both. I almost got a WrestleFest PCB like 2-3 months ago. That's when I got the Arctic Mars cabinet. I picked that up for a fellow Clove member. And while I was there, the seller, like I ended up fixing another game for him. Like this wasn't for sale. Like you don't want to, if you're buying something from somebody, you don't want to fix it in front of them because then they'll jack up the price. But he had a generic cabinet that had Superstars and WrestleFest in there, not in a switcher, like you had to move the harness. And there was some sort of issue, but I got it working for him. And I gave an offer, tried to buy the WrestleFest, just the PCB. He didn't want to sell it, but now he's selling the whole cabinet. I don't want to buy the whole cabinet. WrestleFest doesn't have Macho Man. It does not have Macho Man. WrestleFest has Big Boss. Where's the Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Ted DiBiase, Big Boss Man. Those are returners from Superstars. Those are all good ones. Jake the Snake Roberts is good. Earthquake, Mr. Perfect's a good one. Sergeant Slaughter's a good one. And then Demolition, Smash, and Crush, I don't care about. And Legion of Doom, Hawk, and Legion of Doom, Animal. Like, I did not like the dedicated, like, in that era of WWF, I did not care for the dedicated tag teams. Like, Mega Powers, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man, sure, right? Ultimate Maniacs, Ultimate Warrior, and Macho Man, sure, but not Legion of Doom or Demolition. Those weren't my things. Better play style, better gameplay on WrestleFest, but Superstars had the better roster. Superstars had what's that, Sean? No, WrestleMania is a later one. WrestleMania is got the Undertaker and Doink the Clown, but Superstars has the best roster. Here you go: Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, Big Boss Man, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and Honky Tonk Man. And then you can play against Andre the Giant and Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man. And then Virgil, Mean Gene Okerlund, and Miss Elizabeth are like NPCs, like you can see them, right? And then let's see. After WrestleFest was WrestleMania, which was a Bally Midway game, or Midway, and this had so this also is a great roster. Bret the Hitman Hart, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Bam Bam Bigelow, Yokozuna, Doink the Clown, and Lex Luger, right? So that's an awesome roster. So, but of the three, I think WrestleFest has the best gameplay, but the worst roster. WrestleMania has a good roster and good gameplay. It's more like a fighting game. And then I don't know. Maybe I'll own all three one day, but I think WrestleFest would probably be next. Let's see. Love it. Yeah, Bret Hart's on WrestleMania. I don't have any wrestle games. So the only wrestling game I have, well, I have two. I have Superstars, but that's upstairs. So once we get JAMA January done, we'll be able to play Superstars. And the only other wrestling arcade game I have is Pro Wrestling for the Play Choice 10, which is not currently in operation. So There we go. Oh, and if you guys watch Patman QC on YouTube, he just did a history of Fire Pro Wrestling. So not, was there ever an arcade Fire Pro Wrestling? I don't know. More of a console game. Yeah, I got the Mambrozos right here. I actually could go for some pizza right now. Jerry, wake up. Cook me a pie. All right. So that's Jam of January. What else is coming? I need to fix the Asteroids and Tempest, the cabarets, because those are both down. I own 4 vector games right now. None of them work. Asteroids is like fixing February. That's what we'll do. So Asteroids is like watchdogging. Like the game will start and blink and turn off, right? Like it'll put an image on the screen and just like it'll move a fraction of an inch and then shut off. Tempest just has the flashing start buttons, which is not good. But we'll fix both of those. And then the Sonic Asteroids is out in the garage from the warehouse raid, and the Battlezone, Battlezone Cabaret is also out in the garage from the raid. I used to have an Armor Attack, but I don't anymore. And then in terms of projects that I'm going to be prioritizing, other than those, the Side and Bosconian, I think I can get that one and done. That'll be a lot of work, though. That's going to be a light week of like day job work. I got to rebuild a monitor. I got to rebuild a control panel. I've got to, I think it has a JAMA harness in there, but I don't trust it. So I might replace the JAMA harness and put a new power supply. So that'll be like a gut job, but I think it'll be very straightforward. Very little cosmetics, just like cleaning and like swapping a marquee, and then the cosmetics are done. So Side on Bosconian, that's coming down here. That's going to be my horizontal bit kit setup. I already talked about the multi-Williams. We'll fast track that to get that back to the media. I really want to get the Jungle King done. I know Random Fun and Games commented on the clip video, the clip show that Sean did. So Sean actually produced one of the videos for the 12 Days of Arcademas. He did a clip show of like fan favorite moments from Overtime Arcade. And we talked about some of the stuff that no, not the worst video ever. Some of the stuff that Random Fun and Games like donated some stuff for it. So I want to get that done. The biggest thing with the Jungle King is the cabinet repair. Remember, the sides got cut, so I need to get a biscuit joiner and cut new. But I also got a jigsaw, which is going to help. My kids got me a jigsaw for Christmas, so that'll be good. So the Jungle King will be coming soon. I want to tear into that Irish food fight. I bought a working PCB for a great price, and I got to figure out the harness situation. I think Liam from Retrobotics, 64-bit, I think he made a harness. I think you can also like adapt a Dig Dug harness for it, and maybe even a Centipede, like changing pins around and modifying it. I don't know, but I want to get the Irish food fight done. That's actually going to be a ton of work on that. That's a deconversion, and got to get all the artwork for it. The Battlezone Cabaret I want to do. That's probably the highest priority out of the warehouse raid. I want to get the Moon Patrol cocktail done, but I have no idea where I'm going to put it. Maybe I'll put 2 cocktails at my office at work. I don't know. I made 2 big pickups. I alluded to earlier, a big pickup in June and a big pickup in August that I have not talked to the public about. At least those are going to be, I might not get them done next year, but those are going to be 2 really awesome restoration projects. And then I still have a bunch of other projects that are in various states of progress. We got the Missile Command cocktail. I probably will sell that. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the Missile Command cocktail. My second Qbert, which is going to be my Qbert, which is going to be in the basement. I have my Defender that I haven't done anything to, bought stuff for it. The Outrun Mini, I need to consolidate my 2 Outrun Mini projects into one good one and then sell off or trade what's left. I need to deconvert the Neo Geo back to Bally Sente and put Chicken Shift in it. I got to get Kicks done, the rest of the warehouse raid games, and I've got 3 Pac Minis, 2 Pac-Man Minis, and 1 Ms. Pac Mini. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I think my plan is to, because I also have the Pac-Man upright. So both of those, I don't know. I don't even know why I bought them. I got to figure out what to do. Maybe I'll trade them for something I want or whatever. I don't know. So that's what's coming next year, at least my near-term plan. And who knows, I'll be picking up other things. I'll be getting other stuff. Carrie Lakeman checking in, wants to see Moon Patrol. Lawman says in Europe he's seeing game prices coming down. Lunatic Gunstar, no love for Jungle King. Yeah, lots of stuff going on. RG says, hey, Charlie, thanks for all the videos this year. I watch you work on games while I work on games sometimes. What a rad hobby. This is a rad hobby, isn't it? I love this hobby. I love sharing it with folks. And yeah, that's not going to stop. So, I'm still working out the kinks with this camera. Okay. So let's see. We are just over the 2-hour mark. You guys have been so awesome. I appreciate all the super chat donations. We hit our goal. We got 10 super chats. We also got a bunch of super stickers, and we got some gifted memberships. So I'm going to stream again next week. I'm going to do a public live stream sometime next week, maybe Sunday. I don't know if that's going to work though. And we'll do another gameplay live stream, so it'll be similar to this one. But I got some stuff planned for that. Yeah, I know Todd just released a video for Kicks. He does very few videos, but his videos are awesome. He does like 3 a year, maybe 4 a year. Andy has a little vote for Sunday live stream, so maybe we'll do that. We'll see. It's hard to compete with football though. But maybe people will put football on in the background and whatever. So should we play one more game? Why don't we play one more game and then we'll wrap up the live stream. What does everyone want? Oh, so Stephen Wallard. Yes, I did get rid of the change machine. I know it's going to break your heart, but it went to another channel member. So that change machine, it went to another YouTuber, another channel member. And that has gone so many. So somebody had it, I don't even know. And then that person gave it or sold it to Jacklick, right, who lives near me. He has a great YouTube channel, Jacklick's Game Repair, Arcade Journey, something like that. You should guys go subscribe to Jacklick. He had it in his garage for 2 years and never touched it. And then I had it I bought it from him. He gave it to me like for next to nothing. I bought it from him, and I did nothing with it for 2 years. And now the person who got it from me has already fixed it, and it's in the lineup, but he needs to make a video about it. So we got 2 votes for Star Trek The Next Generation. So why don't we play that? We'll do that as our last game here. All right. I need to finish my beer. Oh, yeah. Sean is reminding me, you guys have mere moments left. If you ever want to own one of these T-shirts that says all I want for Christmas is arcade parts in stock and ready to ship with some of the arcade silhouettes that I've drawn, you need to buy it now. You need to go to the merchandise shop. I'll put a link in real quick. Let me get to it. Right here. Here's your last chance. Here's your last chance. Once this live stream is over, I'm taking down that T-shirt. This was a limited edition. You'll never see it again. We'll do a different design next year. Maybe we'll do something green, some other kind of Christmas arcade sort of thing next year. You need to go now and buy this T-shirt if you want. And believe it or not, we've got a 25% off everything sale. So it's the sale goes until the 6th, but this T-shirt is gone after this live stream. So if you ever want to buy this T-shirt, you got to do it right now, and you get 25% off everything. So you should probably do that, right? Limited time only. Can't ever get this T-shirt again. I'm not going to be like Stern and do a vault thing. You're never going to see this design. I might even just delete the design. But yeah, let's. Thanks for the reminder, Sean. And let's go play some Star Trek: The Next Generation pin. And this will take a minute for me to set up the camera because doing pinball without a multi-camera setup is kind of a pain. Because I like to do it with the camera vertical, and angles are all weird. So give me a moment here to sort of square this away. That's actually not bad. You guys aren't really going to see the DMD. Let me see if I can do this. How does that look? I can go up a little bit more. I don't know how this angle, I don't think this is going to work for showing the DMD. How do real pinball live streamers do it? They use a multi-camera setup, right? That's not too bad. What do you think? Is this too crazy of an angle? Tell me, Sean, what do you think? That's fine? Yeah, why don't we do that? Raise it a little bit more? Okay, hang on. Oh, stuff's falling. Stuff's falling all over the place. I almost forgot my beer. We will raise it up a little bit. Belly button cam. This is what it looks like when my kids play it. With that. How's that? That looks good, right? Yeah. And please don't point out the credit dot. That's because I can't make a shot. Because as soon as I take my, I'll just load this up. Because as soon as I take the glass off and hit the switch, or even just throw the ball at that switch, it clears a credit dot. So it's not a maintenance issue. All right, that's good. And remind me, can someone look up like the trick for oh, that's not what I wanted. Riker's poker. There we go. Command decision. Time rift wormhole. Somebody look up how to. Oh, darn. All right, so when we get to the holodeck, hold the trigger and then press the right flipper. That's what you do to get poker. There's another secret thing, too, that I always forget. I always forget what the other. There's another secret. Oh, the gamma quadrant is also a weird thing we were talking about because it's not actually marked. Oh, I guess the ball save had just expired. Good thing I put multiple credits on this thing. Ah. Okay. All right, here comes the weird Borg ship. Why? And this is the only thing that I don't like about this game. Yeah, there we go. Return to duty. Is they didn't put the regular Borg ship in, like the cube. I do have a mod from a previous owner where there is a little mini Borg cube toy on the playfield. Right there next to the left of the Klingon bird of prey. Oh, man. Camera in the way makes it hard to line up my shots. Oof. But yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely a miss not to put the regular Borg cube on and to put the weird like the Rebel Borg or something. Ah. Okay, that's last ball. Let's try to get Riker's poker though. I know the shuttle mission you can get more, but Welcome to the Enterprise. Okay. The Borg multi-ball is pretty cool, though. Well, I think I just cleared the credit dot, too, by hitting that Delta Quadrant ramp. Okay. Let's see. Can you guys hear any of the sound effects or call-outs? Anything? They are? Good. Thanks for confirming, Sean. And again, Sean, Sean, thank you for lending us your services this evening as a channel member, completely disregarding your friends and family on New Year's Eve. Yeah. All right, we got the holodeck lit. Hold that and go like this. Okay. Flippers move cursor. Okay. Okay, Riker's poker. Let's go for a flush. I just let it go. Yes! Look at that. You know, I used to have a regular game back in the day, but it's been, gosh, I haven't had a regular poker game. Whoa, look at that jump. Since 2007. There we go. Now we got Borg multi-ball. We will never surrender. Here we go. This is going to be hard to aim with the camera in the way. Nope. Wild. We lost one. We've still got two in play. Kick back, save that one. Oops, lost it. That was a good save. All right, what should I go for? Neutral zone? Nope. Let's try to hit it. I hit it. Nope. Bounce right back out. Well, there you go. That was Riker's poker. Oh, did I not clear it out? Let's see if the credit dot is cleared out. I think it is. Yep, cleared it out. There we go. How's that? All right. Was that a good angle at all? Did that look okay? Could you guys tell what was going on, especially like higher up in the play field? All right. That was fun. Cool. Yeah, Card Shark. Picard mover. Lunatic Gunstar, you are one after my own heart. Dharmic and Jalad Tanagra. That is something that I reference. Oh, I left my beer back in the. So here's something I want to show you guys. I don't know if I've ever shown you this before, and I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. So, you know, there is one very important character who is. Whoops, that's not the right. What am I doing? Trying to unmount the camera. So there is one very important character. Hang on. Who is missing from this game? Can anyone guess who's missing? So we have Geordi, Troy, Riker, who's always my favorite character, and Data, my second favorite character. We have Beverly, Picard. Now I'm showing the back glass. Oh, hold on. This is going to make a lot more sense in a second. All right, and do this. Yeah, there we go. All right. So there's one very important character who's missing, right? We have Geordi, Troy, Riker, Data, Beverly, Picard, and Worf. And those three, that's why I like the away missions, right? Because of my favorite characters, Riker, Data, and Worf. But there's a very important character who's missing here. Did anyone guess, Sean, who's missing? Who's missing? Q's in the game. Q's down here. Q is right there on the playfield. And we have a Romulan, we have a Borg, we have a Klingon, and a Ferengi. I don't think there's any other characters, right? But yeah, Q's right there. But there is a very important main character, at least in the early episodes, and then was a recurring character later. And it's not Tasha Yar, who also would be, it would be cool if there was like some like hidden Tasha Yar mode. But who's missing? Wesley! Shut up, Wesley. Get me a beer, Wesley. So here's a mod that I did. So that's a pin cup holder holding my beer right there. And this is, I bought I think it was from Topps, a sticker card of Wesley Crusher. And like it keeps peeling up a little bit on the sides. But that is my Wesley Crusher cup holder right there. Can you see it? Can you see it, Sean? That's my Wesley Crusher cup holder. So we had to get Wesley into the game somehow. And that's what we did. So O'Brien is missing. That's true too. But I guess that, so the reasoning there is by this came out in 93. So towards the end, yeah, it says 93. So towards the end of the Next Generation original run. And by then O'Brien, and really all arguably Worf, I don't know if Worf had gone yet, was on Deep Space Nine. And it's also just, I forgot my beer again. It's also disappointing that, there's no Deep Space Nine reference in the game. I do have a Hallmark ornament for the Defiant that I used to have on top of the game, but it kept falling over when I would tilt. So yeah, I'm in my shorts and my socks. So cool. All right. Well, it is approaching 3 a.m. on the East Coast, and all you folks on the West Coast are going to have to. So yeah, I have a second cup holder with O'Brien and Tasha Yar too. Barclay, but Barclay wasn't a main character. Barclay was cool. Barclay was on Next Generation. Didn't he appear on Deep Space Nine too? And he was on Voyager. So, and did Barclay have a cameo on Enterprise? I don't know. I would love a Deep Space Nine pin, but neither Paramount nor Stern would do that. So, cool. Let's do this. Let me go back and thank everyone who is super generous here. We hit our goal. We're going to live stream again next week, maybe Sunday. We got a bunch of super chat donations here from Stringer Films. Did 1, 2, 3, 4 from Stringer Films. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Random Billy Bob, Mosaic, DJ 3 Stripes, Zoner 69, Russell Gibson with a couple of super stickers. Old School EMs joined as a new channel member on the live stream. Arcade Maze, Jeffrey Mays, not related. And Sean gifted a channel membership that went to Encore Arcade. And also, I want to thank Sean again for, ignoring his friends and family on a holiday to be our executive producer, the voice in my ear behind the scenes. And yeah. Really appreciate it. So thank you, Sean. Thanks for all your help, buddy. Cool. So I think we're going to wrap it up there. I want to thank all of you for watching. I want to thank all of you for watching throughout the year, and hopefully you'll stick with me in 2025. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, best luck, best wishes. Oh, thanks for buying a shirt, RJ. Remember, last chance after the live stream. There's 2 things that I'm going to do. I'm going to take this off of the merchandise shop forever, And I'm going to post a link to a members only post on the channel for the Discord server. And if you, all of you out there who are channel members that aren't on the Discord, you're missing out. Make sure you at least log in so you can stay in touch with us. But anyway, awesome. Papa Sean 69, thank you. Lunatic Gunstar RG, Lawman Arcade, Jason Mucha. Who else is here at the end? Sean, of course. I think those are all the people who are commenting towards the end here. Andy, Stephen Wallard. Yeah, awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. Hope you're all doing well. Appreciate it. As always, Venjax, what's happening? You've been watching Overtime Arcade. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you next time.